All right, I'm gonna make you a video right here. All right, so I got the thing up and running. It was a lot more trouble than I thought it was gonna be, but I don't know which way would have been better. The right harness would have been great, but I think that they kind of mislabeled that on eBay, because the tag that came with that thing says that it's a 95 F150 5.8 liter had mass airflow. Well, the problem is you don't have a mass airflow. You have that MAP sensor back over there. So that's a manifold absolute pressure sensor. So one of the issues that I ran into, of course, I had to reconfigure the wires to the TP sensor and reconfigure the ones to the idle air control valve, because those didn't jive with the same harness that you had. But anyway, I got that done. I tried to fire it up. Well, I could tell it was running real rough. It wasn't running on all cylinders. So I went back and I looked at my pinouts again on that connector, and come to find out, in 95, it was more of a sequential fuel injection. So each injector was fired separately from the rest. Well, this is an actual 94 book that I've got here. And in the 94 book, this is how yours is wired up. Yours is wired up like this from the PCM. So you actually have two main circuits. You got circuit number 556 and 555, and one circuit will power up 4 injectors and the other circuit powers up the other 4. So when I went back in, pulled those wires out, and then found the injector wires that I needed, matter of fact, I made myself a simple diagram, make it a little easier. So anything in orange had to be tied together. So 1, 5, 4, and 8, those needed to tie in together, and they needed to tie into circuit 555, pin number 12 at that connector. Then 3, 7, 6, and 2, 3, 7, 6 needed to tie into circuit number 13, circuit 556, pin 13. So once I got that, now we're up and running good. And so far it's been doing pretty good. I've got a couple other little issues I've got to work out. I need to change out the fuel filter. I had issues with that hood latch. That hood just didn't want to pop up, so I actually ended up pulling the latch out, and I'm going to fix that latch while I'm in here. But I got you up and running tonight, and so I'll tidy up a few more things. Matter of fact, that intake was real nasty. I'll send you some pictures of what it looked like when I got it off. I cleaned that up. I cleaned out the throttle body. If you look, the throttle body's nice and clean. Idle air control valve's doing its job, so I cleaned that out. Of course, you see my numbers there on my distributor cap. I just have to do that so I don't try to wire it up like a 302. That's kind of what I got stuck in my mind, is a 302 firing order, and of course a 351 firing order is different. But anyway, yeah, you should be up and going. I got the, let me see, show you the hoses real quick. So if you look, I fixed these hoses here, going to the EGR control, the EVR unit here, and then of course you've got some secondary air components back here in the very back, back here in the back. You can see that green hose, actually, that green hose back here, that identifies as a yellow hose. So it's tying into the yellow. I had another 90-degree green one in my toolbox, and of course that kind of fit what I needed. So normally that would be yellow. So of course that green hose is going to identify as yellow. And I think so far so good. I haven't had any, I don't have any check engine light on or nothing, and so that should be good. Let's look at the inside real quick. Looks like all of your gauges work. I see oil pressure looks good. Battery looks like it's charging. Temperature gauge is up. Of course, your fuel gauge looks like it works. And here's our tachometer. Let's see what the idle's like if we turn on the AC. Oh yeah. Heard it bring the RPM down a little bit. 106,000 miles. It's really a low truck, low mileage truck, via 95, which I kind of wanted to check the build date, because your truck's wired like a 90.